Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham news and transfer news update for February 1st. And as you can see on the thumbnail, it is a double deal, a double deadline deal. Just woke up. My Discord, everything was going off. I'm usually up a little earlier, but I slept in until 6 o'clock. But at 7 o'clock, we're live, and we have two signings in the door. And let's talk about it. Drop a like on it on the show. Again, like I said, not really planned out because I didn't know that we would be signing two players overnight, but here we are. So we have Jack Marriott from Fleetwood Town and Luke Bolton, which was on the thumbnail yesterday. He is in. He's a right-sided defender forward. Kind of reminds me of Dan James a little bit now that I watched a little bit of his highlights. Got him from Salford City. Parkey pulled a Billy Bean and said, I don't tell him to pack his bags. Come on over. He's not playing against us this weekend because we're playing Salford City. Matt Al says, what's up? Welcome. Good to see you, my man. Thanks for the heads up and the invite. The info. So Matt Al is on the ground there in Wrexham. So get involved in the chat. I could probably do about an hour if we have enough people to come in. But yeah, or 5 minutes. Who knows? But we have signings. Two in the door. One went out on loan today, Bickers, and we'll talk about that real quick. Bicker staff went out on loan. The Discord's going nuts. Good to see everyone having a conversation. There's so many people joining. All right, let's get into it real quick. So as you can see, the two beauties that have signed, Jack Marriott, who is, let's just get the details a little bit right here. I think Jack Marriott came out second. And Bolton came out first. But let's talk about Jack Marriott since I have him up. It says, get to know Jack Marriott. He is a striker, 29 years old. He has signed with Wrexham, boasting over 100 career goals. Jack Marriott joined Wrexham AFC to bolster Phil Parkinson's attacking options. And I think we're going to need it because we haven't been firing lately up front. And we got one of the best strikers in the league. Since his debut for Ipswich Town, this is Jack Bolton again, against Burnley in 2013, Marriott has played for 10 clubs, GSH, spending time in the National League all the way to the Championship. Excuse me. Beverly-born forward is well known for his two vital goals in the Championship playoff semifinal in 2019. On that day, Marriott was subbed on Derby by Derby Town manager Frank Lampard, and they trailed by 2 goals on aggregate in Leeds. His first touch, Marriott had the deficit before winning the game in the 85th minute with an acute chip to the back of Kiko Casillas' net. Marriott would go on to score in the Championship playoff, but I don't care about that. Despite scoring 9 goals in England division, Marriott's standout season won 16 and 17 during his first spell at Peterborough, as he standed 27 goals. That's impressive. The impressive campaign saw him named as Posh Player of the Season and was included in the PFA's Team Player of the Year for League One. Let's see. Marriott's 2-period at Luton Town. All right, at the age of 20. I don't care about that. Who is he? So let me just get a little bit more on him here. So Jack Marriott joins me undisclosed fee from Fleetwood Town. That was a little bit on his past, obviously. He's 29 years old. He'll be here until the end of the 24-25 season. Okay, he's signing for Wrexham. He told the official club website, I'm really pleased to be here and happy to get the deal over the line. That's great. And this is Marriott. Quote, the club's performances, the way they play as a team is a real key factor for me signing as the trajectory of the club is going in is something that I want to be involved in, and I'm absolutely delighted to be here. Marriott came through the youth ranks at Ipswich before making his professional debut against Burnley, which we talked about. Loan spell at Luton, Team of the Year. He's since departing Pride Park, he was at Derby. He returned to Posh. Manager Phil Parkinson said, "We're really pleased to bring Jack to the club." Yes, and they were all training today. And we'll talk about Luke Bolton signing too in a minute. Parkinson went on to say he's got proven experience at a higher level and comes to us looking to make a real contribution in the second half of the season. That's right, a real contribution, and we're going to need it because we have a lot of away games coming up. We have 5 of 7 games away just in February alone, and our away form is crap for scoring goals. We're not terrible because we're in second place, but we need to pick it up. We need a little bit of spice in there. Listen, I don't know if it was it was one more. It says XYZ, 1, 2, 3 XYZ. Yeah, I want one more. This is the Rotherham guy that we're looking at. Just checking the Discord. What's that guy's name from Rotherham? Sorry about that. Lindsay. Is it Lindsay? Yeah, it is Lindsay. What's his first name though? Anyway, Lindsay's the other guy they're looking at too for the midfield from Rotherham. I'll just do it over here. How's that? Anyways, get involved. Thank you, everyone. Good to see everybody. Lindsay, Rotherham, Wrexham. I'll just do it. Sorry, guys and gals. Lindsay Davies. Is that right? No, that's not it. Jesus H. What's the guy's name? Lindsay? Wrexham. Whatever. All right. Moving on. I'll get to that in a minute. Leon Wrexham. Good to see you, Leon. Welcome. Make sure you guys subscribe as well. Make sure you guys just drop a like and subscribe. Maybe get a moment here. It's really helping the channel out. We need a CB or maybe a certain keeper being made permanent. I could see that happening too. That's a possibility. I mean, there's a lot. It's a moving day. It is a moving day today. So that is who is the Lindsay guy from Rotherham? Here I am doing two things at once again. So that's that. Oxford Mail talks about Jack Marriott from Fleetwood Town, undisclosed fee. The Oxford Mail understands that reports about $400,000 bid being knocked back during the summer were accurate. So the U's are believed to have pursued the deal, the striker last period. So I wonder what we got him for. 400,000, 500,000, who knows? But hey, it's a decent signing. On that note, because we have a fill squad in here, I'm going to drop it in if anyone wants to come and have their say, by the way. Real quick. Again, just moving quickly here. Everything's happening kind of fast. I woke up and it was like, haven't even had my full Celsius yet. Also, Mike, if you're in there, I didn't go. I don't know which one I have today, but I don't have the regular one, the orange. I got what is this one? Green apple. Okay, that is our first signing that we have going through the door. Next signing that we will talk about in a moment here is going to be Luke Bolton. This one excites me. This one actually, I don't know much about either one of them, but the Luke Bolton one actually is really exciting to me. He's a wide man. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Dan James before he got picked up by United and his career got ruined, in my opinion. Really fast on the right. I just watched some highlights of him. Luke Bolton, I think he's 24 years old. Going to get what he is. He's 24 years old from Stockport, Salford City. Interesting enough, they actually got him from a club that Manchester United, Salford City. A lot of those owners were at Manchester United, which is interesting. So it's good to get that one over the line. So Luke Bolton joins. Were you thinking Aaron Collins? Is that Matt Al? Is that the guy from Rotherham? I don't know. Whoever the guy is from Rotherham. That's what I'm talking about here. Luke Bolton. This is from the Leader. Phil Parkinsons has started adding to his squad before the January transfer window is closed by completing the capture of Luke Bolton from Salford City. The 24-year-old can play as a winger or fullback, has joined Wrexham from their League Two rivals for an undisclosed fee, but pen to paper on a 2.5-year contract, keeping me at the racecourse until the end of 25-26 season. Stockport-born Bolton began his career at Manchester City. Good for him. Made his breakthrough in 2018-2019 season when he made 2 appearances under the 21 side in the EFL trophy against Barnsley. So good on him. I do like his pace. Like I said, I don't know much about these players, but we are learning, and everyone is learning at the same time. I actually just got to do something real quick here. Bear with me. Again, working out the net. Oh, shoot. That's not what I want to do. What show are we on here? Deal done. Deal's done. So, I'll do it later. If anyone's looking for it, they'll find it. Jamie Lindsay. There you go. Look at that. XYZ. 1, 2, 3 XYZs. Jamie Lindsay. That's the other guy, the Rotherham guy, that they possibly are thinking about going to. So we'll see if that happens to come to fruition. But back to Luke Bolton here. Let me see here. Beverly is born. The Beverly-born forward is well known for his 2 vital goals. That's the wrong guy. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I just woke up. Said I'm not really at it yet here today. So Stockport-born Bolton began his career with Manchester City. Made his breakthrough in 2018-2019 season. Made 2 appearances for under the 21 side in the EFL Trophy against Barnsley and Rochdale in all competition for the Hatters. Bolton was loaned to Dundee United for the 2021 campaign and made 30 appearances for the Scottish club, scoring his first league goal in a 1-1 draw against Hibernian. After making 2 more EFL Trophy appearances for Manchester City at the start of the 21-22 season, scoring in the 3-0 win against Scunthorpe, Bolton moved from Salford to January of 22. So he hasn't been at Salford for that long. He's only been there just 2 years. In his time at the Peninsula Stadium, Bolton scored 6 goals in 78 league appearances. So that's not a good return, 6 goals, but he is a winger and a defender. So I wonder if he's been playing more back than forward. So that's fine. Remember, Anthony Ford is out. He's got a back issue. They've been seen limping around from my sources. I don't have sources, but I have people that have seen him limping. And we just have Barnett. And maybe this means that Bolton and Barnett are going to be on the right side, and Mendy and McLean are going to cover that left side because Mendy is better on the left than the right, in my opinion, because he has no right foot. Let's not forget rumors. Ronan Hale was in the town. Yeah, we talked about that last night. They said that he flew into. This might have been Mad Al, that he flew into a airport near Wrexham. I think that also was talking about last night. I'd love to see Ronan Hale, another one, come through the door. Yo says, we are Wrexham. Welcome. I dropped the link in the chat there if anyone wants to come in and have their say. Always welcome. Okay, let's see. Back to this thing about Luke Bolton. He said, Bolton told the official club website, "I'm buzzing to be here." Quote. This is Bolton. And how the club has kicked on League Two to be second in the table is something I want to be a part of. Hopefully we can push on and go for the title because it's not out of the picture. That's for sure. And I'm glad to be a part of it. Manager Phil Parkinson said, Chicky Brewer, good to see you, Chicky. Yes. You like the transfer news, Chicky. Here we go. It's good to chat with you yesterday, but hopefully everyone's having a good day on this transfer deadline day, this leap year, February 1st. So that's good news on him. He looks excited. He was already out on the pitch. They had pictures up on the club website and on the X account. And Parkinson was watching them all play or warm up. He's in the Betty Buzz jersey. It's cool. Manager Phil Parkinson added, Luke is a really good addition to the squad. You can tell I'm not awake here. Luke is a really good addition to the squad. He's going to be a player that adds real pace and dynamism to the team. Yes. Again, I made a horrible. He reminded me, just about the things I saw him. He reminded me a little bit of Luke of Dan James on that side. He got a good pace. He's a good age, by the way, 24 years old. I like that. But yeah, before Dan James went to Manchester United, I thought he was a class player. Not that he got ruined there, but his career didn't kick on. I don't even know where he is. He might be still at Leeds for now, for all I know. Seems like Ronan Hale's story wasn't true, but we shall see. We are Wrexham. Yeah, we shall see. Let's see if that does come to fruition here. Again, I'll just redrop that in there if anyone wants to come in. So let's see what else we got here. Again, we're just navigating through some things here, trying to figure out, go to the website, see what else we got, get to know Luke Bolton. Do we know what they're going to be, what their numbers are going to be? Do we have any idea? I don't think so. I don't see any what their numbers are going to be. Maybe that's not in the cards yet. Might be a bridge too far for us to get that. Let's see what else we got here. I'm on the Leader website here live. They have like a ticker going, a live ticker going on the Leader website. Busy day expected with rumors circulating about several arrival and departures. So let's talk about the departure real quick in a second. This is just some of the done deals around League Two. Alex Mighton has joined Port Vale on loan from Nottingham Forest. Okay. Bickerstaff is on the move. Yes. So reports we have to fill a 22-man squad, not fill. We have to shrink down to a 22-man squad because we can't have that many players. We got to move some players out. So Bickerstaff is on the move. Obviously, he's a striker. He just signed a long-term deal here. Reports are circulating this afternoon that Jake Bickerstaff could be heading to Accrington Stanley on loan for the remainder of the season. We will bring you all the latest and potential incomings and outgoings as soon as we have it. So it looks like Bickers is on his way. I think Bickers is on his way to Accrington Stanley. I don't know if that's fully broke yet. But Jamie Lindsay, it's right there in front of me. What an idiot. That's on me. Jamie Lindsay right there is the other guy we're looking at. But yeah, Bickers is out. Let's see whatever was going on here. A spending year. Just trying to get a little bit more. Trying to get a little bit more here. They're showing so on X. If you go to the Wrexham the Wrexham X, there's a bunch of clips of Luke Bolton, really pacey, couple good goals, a lot of push and goes. He looks to be good up and down that right side. He's a little bit more dynamic than I would say than Barnett and Ford. Ford and Barnett do have good pace on that right side, but this kid seems to be a little bit more electric. So I'm interested to see how that goes. Done deals. Wrexham's League Two rivals Bradford City have completed the signature of Callum Kavanagh from Middlesbrough, while George Byers has joined Blackpool from Sheffield Wednesday. Okay. I love it. Still scrolling through here. Northern Border. Hey, welcome. Good to see you. We need pace so bad. Yeah, this kid looks to have some pace to him. So that's great. They were also, like I said, they were at training today. Wrexham new signings appear to be straight into action at training today ahead of this week's game at Salford. Would you bring either to the starting 11? What are your thoughts on that? Would you bring them both into the starting 11 right away? I don't know that much about Marriott, obviously a striker, but I'd give just because I'm a little bit cynical and the Billy Bean part of it. I don't want him pitching against us tonight. Tell him to pack his bags and come on over. Moneyball, baby. I'd start Bolton on that right side there. I would start Bolton on that right side. Northern Border says might be too soon for the starting 11 in a week. I think you maybe Jack Marriott come on later, but I'm starting Luke Bolton against his old side. I'm having that. I am having that. Adam Cruz, good to see you, Adam. That's why we get them. Get them in ASAFP. I put the F in there. Absolutely. What is going on with my whole stuff here? What's going on? But have your say. What do you guys think? Would you get them in right away? Would you get them in right away? For me, I'm dropping in Bolton. Like I said, I don't know much about either one of them, but if I'm in, I'm putting Bolton in against his team. I'm starting him against his team today, and that's what I would like to see happen. Why does nothing want to work today? By the way, it's pissing it rain down here. How is the stream? Can anyone let me know how the stream is? It is absolutely coming down. It's been coming down for a while now, and I'm hoping that there's no issues with the stream. So just let me know if there's anything going on there. What else is going on here? Sorry. Again, talk about getting them in ASAP. That February schedule they just showed on the site there that our February schedule is 5 of 7 away matches. We got Tuesday games, we got Saturday, Sunday games. We are all over the place. But as a sub, sure. Northern Border says as a sub, sure. Okay, so he's bringing him on as a sub. I'm starting Luke Bolton this weekend, dropping him in. Why not? Let's see. Northern Border said, great move to take away our next opponent's best player if he doesn't start, even if he doesn't start. It is a great move. I tell you, the Billy Bean, baby, the Billy Bean. Send him over. Tell him to pack his bags. He's not pitching against us tonight. Still hoping for Colby Bishop. This is 1, 2, 3 weekend dream. So let me look up Colby Bishop in there. Drop any information you have on Colby Bishop in the chat. Colby Bishop. From Portsmouth. So, all right, Colby Bishop. 27 years old, forward. You want another forward. Okay. Tell me why you like him. Tell me why you like Colby Bishop. We talked about him yesterday. Colby Bishop, another rumor, 27 years old, from Nottingham. He's English, center forward. So here's why he likes him. 1, 2, 3. 28 appearances, 15 goals, 2 assists, 2 yellows. That's why you like him. I don't blame you. 28 appearances, 15 goals. That's a great return. That's a great return. We are okay. We are a national equality. We are national equality on the road this season. We are not great on the road. We have we oscillate from being really awesome at home, kicking ass, and then when we go away, we just can't seem to fire it. My thoughts on that is because we don't get the ball on the ground enough, and we don't in the middle of the park. So I think we gotta sort this out. And I'm gonna look at this Jamie Lindsay guy. Jesus Christ, this is the guy I was looking at, Jamie Lindsay, or I saw someone there that Jack Wheelchair. Jack Wheelchair. There's no way that Jack Wheelchair is coming out of retirement. Or actually, I think there's no way Jack Wilshere is coming to play for us. I would have loved to have seen, in my real opinion, I'd love to see Charlie Savage come through. He'd have been nice. Not sure who would be able to play versus Old Side. Thought I read Waters can't play against us when we play against Donnie. Waters is on loan. That's why. Billy Waters is on loan. This is a permanent signing. So when you're on loan, you can't play against your parent club. So if we played Arsenal tomorrow, AO would not be able to play in that match. So that's why he can play. So I anticipate him being in the side too. But this is still a great shout here at National League Quality on the road to see. Hey, our National League Quality was City last year. We kicked ass. Okay, let's talk about the Jamie Lindsay guy real quick. This was from yesterday. This is the goal.com about Jamie Lindsay. This is a rumor. Matt Al says Jack Wheelchair, is he related to Steve Crutches? Yes, they are cousins. They are cousins. Actually, I'm Steve Crutches. I hurt my back. I woke up today. I stepped on the ground. My left foot. I feel like I rolled my ankle. I think I rolled my ankle in my sleep. I mean, what is going on? This is what happens when you get old. Wrexham set the smash. This is from goal.com, whether this is true or not. Another rumor out there, but Wrexham set to smash the transfer record with late deal for Rotherham star Jamie Lindsay as Ryan Reynolds and Ron loosen the purse strings. Wrexham are poised to break the transfer record to land Rotherham United midfielder Jamie Lindsay, according to reports. This one, I mean, it's fairly late right now. Not fairly late. It'd be really late for this to come through. The rumors hit yesterday that these guys were in town. It's a small. I'm assuming it's a smaller town. So if anyone's seen or heard any about Jamie Lindsay, I'd be shocked. The Red Dragons are understood to be advanced talks to land a 28-year-old ahead of Thursday night's transfer deadline. It's believed the deal would eclipse the $300,000 to $380,000. Sorry, it's $380,000. £300,000. The club played for Wimbledon's Ali during the 23 January transfer window. I don't think this is going to happen. We'll see. I mean, what do I know? I don't know anything. But if we get Jamie Lindsay, I think we need a midfielder. And the reason why I said that is we're not scoring goals up front. We keep lumping the ball over it. We have Gio, we have Lee, and we need to get, obviously Cannon runs around, but we're not feeding the ball to Ollie Palmer and to our players up front. So sorry, things keep going off here. Everything's going off. So I think we need to hit that middle of the park, dude. You're getting old when you go to bed healthy and you wake up injured. Yeah, I don't know what is wrong with me. I don't know what is wrong with me. I literally, my left ankle, I can't put anything down on it. See this? We got buzzes going off. Everything's going off here. It is what, 7:23 in the morning here in LA. I guess the day job isn't. We got it. Sorry, just responding to work stuff. Yeah, and we're going crazy here. That's unprofessional. John H. Going to bed reading a book. You can't see the pages in the morning. I can't see anything. We need to be a pain in the ass playing away. Lots of ties, a few wins on the occasional L. I believe this came up yesterday. I believe this came up on, was it Ivan or was it John? It could have been John. Again, no one wants to come on and chat. I could stay on for another 30 minutes if anyone wants to come in. If anyone wants to come in and have their say, lines are always open. But anyways, occasionally, I think it was John that said this. John was like, we need to, basically at this point, it is a math equation to the point where it's like, we just need top three. Yeah, we'd love to win. Obviously, win the league. That'd be great and get promoted. We just don't want to be in the playoffs. That would suck balls. But we need to go and get points away, and we need to go get points away, and we need to win our games at home. Again, we have how many games left? Also, we have 7 games. Here's Sheldon's coming in. There he is. Someone's coming in the chat with me. Hey, bud, how you doing?
Hello.
Am I in the closet?
No, I'm just sorting the child's dinner. I'll be 1 second, and you'll have my full attention.
Okay, I'll sort the dinner out. Chicky Brewer says you guys are funny. I'm funny looking. Aaron says, Hoosiers fan, I'm late again. Laugh out loud while you're doing that. Yeah, well, welcome, Aaron. Good to see you guys and gals in. Leon, Wrexham, Salford might have to put it in. Salford might have to put in a deal that Bolton couldn't play on Sunday, Saturday. Ooh, it's interesting. That's a good note. I don't know. I don't know. That'd be what he can't play against us. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the signings? Also, what's for dinner for the
Chicken nuggets.
best, right? The best. Mm-hmm. Oh, he got rid of me. All right, didn't like it. Anyways, so 7 hours and 35 minutes to go. It says John H. We'll be back on later with the next signings. All right, Matt Al, good to see you. Let me text me if you see anything else happening out there. Northern Border said would have to be a gentleman's agreement not for him not to play. Yeah, there's always gentlemen in football, right? We'll see there. John H says get in there someone. John H, get in there someone. He's drowning. There you go. How you doing?
Sorry
Kids' dinner's up. No, it's all good. All good. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts?
You mentioned there about a late deal. Very often the late deals do go through in the last hour. That's quite common. It's this multiple deal scenario where a team is looking to replace somebody and they have their eye on somebody. If I get him, you can have this guy, and it all becomes dominoes in the last hour. It can be quite annoying, actually.
Well, I mean that's also the fun of it too. You know, that's also the fun of it. I'll never forget. I was in London. This is probably like 2008. 2008, and I remember the Berbatov signing at Manchester United, and Fergie walking him through, and I'm like, oh, this is so. I was at the pub, I had a pint. It was so good. I was actually in England for it. I'll never forget that. Chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets. It's so good. Who doesn't like chicken nuggets? It's like pizza in the morning. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, you also mentioned about Bolton there. Bolton, not playing against his old club on the weekend, they can't put that in contractually. It's just a gentleman's agreement. If they really don't want him playing against them, they'll ask and be told yes or no as part of the deal, but it's not official. It's almost always kind of accepted if someone wants it, but they don't always care.
Well, I want to see him in the Peninsula in a different red. Hey, maybe we wear our black kit this weekend for the first time. You know, and he's in it. I'd love to see him play this weekend against his old club. I say Kane Asadian says 2 days ago some folks wanted to save money for the summer. Is there any disappointment that we went for these two? What are your thoughts? Luke Bolton, I'm good with. I'm good with the Luke Bolton.
Yeah, I'm happy enough with them. I said I'm okay either way. I do think if we take a couple in now, it might reduce the large number that we have to get rid of in the summer. Because like we did mention about holding the dressing room together and keeping your core team and stuff like that, you don't want to do too many cuts at the one time. So maybe, especially in our case, we need to utilize the January windows to just get a couple done.
Well, I feel like Beckers goes out. If I don't know. Do you think we have one more coming in? We have to have maybe another one going out. I don't know who else that would be, but if we're gonna, I think the summer would be a big move out. Sorry, just people are just messaging me here. The club pushing hard for Lindsay. A few things need to happen before he signs. A domino effect is needed. So I'm wondering if that's going to come through. We got hours to go. We got two already, so I'm happy. But there's most likely a sign someone at the buzzer. I hope so. Don't think it's ideal for the lad, to be honest. Sorry. For him to play, I wanted to play against us, so it's not. I think that's what John's talking about. Anna Cruz, they don't need to save money. They're rich still, laugh out loud. No. Like I said, they're not investing their own money there. John H says, when does the final 22 have to be in? I don't know. Any thoughts on that? Do you know, Sheldon?
I think it's tomorrow.
Okay.
I think it's basically the day after. You have to finalize your 22 and hand it in.
But Cleworth is he's 21 years old, so he doesn't fit in that 22 squad, correct? So
he's just gone over.
Yeah. So let's just, if you're going to have one more signing in, and granted that's being greedy, who would you want it to be? Where would you want it to be?
Well, all the talk is on Lindsay. As I said, I don't really mind. Maybe a proper centre back, but it looks like he's holding off on that.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just trying to shore up the front with some players, and then he'll work on all the defense in the summer.
Yeah.
Um, all the talk that we have of changing formations, maybe in the summer that might
Mhm.
become a thing. That could be a possibility, and maybe that's why he's not playing about with the defense too much now.
Yeah.
We have the players, we just have to keep working with what we're at, and score goals. If you score 10 and they score 8, well, we win. It doesn't really matter how bad our defense was.
Yeah.
So kind of the way we have been working a little bit, especially at home. We've been scoring more than they've been getting in, and we've been doing
Mhm.
okay. So
Yeah.
we can survive with the defense we have.
I agree. I think it's I think getting what Boyle's out for 2 more matches, is it right? Boyle's out for 2 more matches. O'Connell will get back up to speed, even though I didn't think he had the greatest game, which is whatever it is, what it is. Hopefully, Stash comes back in the next 3 weeks. But with all the matches, if let's say Stash is out for all of February, right? He misses 7 games, already 8 or 9. I mean, that's a lot. I mean, this is incredible. How many matches are in February? I cannot believe it. But maybe you're right about the defenders there. It's like, okay, we're hold pat. We know we got Toes. Hopefully, he doesn't get injured. Hayden coming back, O'Connell and Boyle after his red card suspension, and then midfield probably feels solid that way. I think Lindsay would be the bonus at this point, but up front having someone younger, 28 or 29, whatever he is, for a year and a half, that's pretty good. With that experience.
If Lindsay's coming in as well, it really gives me the impression that some of the injuries in our forward line, they're big injuries.
Really?
Um,
Yeah.
that's my impression.
Hmm.
Because I think it's become a priority because of the injuries.
Hmm.
Um, we might be able to survive with the injuries we have right now, but what happens if they get worse or someone else goes out? So I
Right.
think that's why that became the priority.
Yeah, I think I would kind of this is my thought on the signing of this Luke Bolton guy. I mean, it's obviously one for the future, right? So I almost think that's the sexy one for me because we don't know how bad Ford is, right? But
Yeah.
we do have Barnett. Um, we do have Barnett. Maybe Ford is out, he's back. I don't know what it is, but this is the good signing for like, okay, we want him in League One as well. So that to me is like the real solid signing. So I'm really happy about that one. The other ones I think are just kind of depth stuff. But I think that this kid's coming in to be a starter for this year and next year, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's about time we start getting some younger players and taking a little risk on how good can they be and how long
Yeah.
can they stay with us. Um, because look, if they're amazing, a worst case scenario is you sell them on for big money.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? That's what everybody does. And
Yep.
once we get closer to the championship, we're going to have to start doing that to earn our money as well. I know we've a lot of revenue coming in, and hopefully that happens to continue for a long time,
Yeah.
and will be a bonus that we have that others don't. But other teams make their money from selling on players, bringing up younger players, letting them prove themselves, and then selling them on for larger amounts.
Hmm.
Maybe in theory we don't need to do that, but as players get more and more expensive, it will become harder and harder to only survive on the income we have. Although I do believe that if we sit in a league for 2 years and constantly upgrade every summer, every January, we can do it with the income we have if our income remains similar or keeps going up.
Yep. Kieran UTC is in. He's a independent media guy for Newport County. Good lad. Hello, mate. Decent additions for you guys. Yes, I think so. I think so. He also goes on to say Bolton will be a solid player for you, in my opinion. However, I do question whether he'll adapt to your style of football. Thoughts on there? And I know he watches a lot of League Two. Thoughts on that? But thank you, Kieran. Good to see you, man.
Uh, I, I, I don't know him well enough, but if that is potentially true, that it's a slightly different style than he's used to playing, then maybe he shouldn't be playing this weekend.
Mm,
Let him spend a bit more time with the team and know exactly what role we're asking of him, if that's the case. I would always lean towards a good 24-year-old, given a bit of time, should be able to learn new tricks, new style. You know, surely that's part of the game.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
he has been playing in a few different roles as well. He's not stayed in the same position. So if you can play multiple roles, then you have to be able to adapt to different positions and different requirements for what you're supposed to be doing.
Adam Cruz says the club is still making money, more money than everyone else in the league without Robin Ryan. They can't keep any merch in the shop because they keep selling out. That's true. Yeah, that is true. John H says only 3 teams have scored more, and our D has improved. 7th best goals against. Northern Border says if Hayden can stay healthy, he's like a $300,000 chance. Yeah, but he's made of glass, unfortunately, and he's good. He's our best athlete, I think, probably on the team. I think so. Who doesn't make the squad? Well, Bickers is obviously out, right? Who else do you think, if we have to move some players on? I mean, maybe 1 or 2. Who else do you think it is? Sorry.
Ford. I think Ford. Again, anybody who's having so many issues with their health. I'm sorry, but what can we do? You know.
Yeah.
Our squad is just too tight now. We have too many. If you're not staying healthy, then you have to be moved on. So.
How long before they have to have? That's a bigger question.
Say that again.
He said, "How long before we have to have an academy?" Meaning with Wrexham. I don't know that. I mean, that's way out of my price range for that. But don't we have an academy? Or we have youth players, don't we? I'm sure we do.
Yeah, youth players, but I think it's a different definition of academies in the footballing system, because you have different levels. You have A level, B level, or however it works, and you're not allowed to have one of a certain level unless you're actually in the EFL. So you lost the right to have an official academy. Of course, you can train players and this, but officially recognized of a certain level. Because there is talk of one of the teams, I can't remember who it was, they dropped out of the Premier League. They're now in the Championship, and they're holding on to their qualification for their training.
Really?
But it costs a hell of a lot of money to do it. So people are questioning, can they afford to keep the standards up? So the standards are so high to get that top achievement, and only most of the Premier League clubs are doing it at the very, very top level. So there's lots of divisions through it, lots of different regulations and all this sort of stuff. But I don't know all of them in depth.
Yeah, probably get the cop done. Then they're probably mapping this out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Kieran says it's definitely a different form of football. I'd imagine he'll be able to adapt because transfers are part and parcel of football. May have to be patient with him though. Yeah, I haven't seen him play, so if anyone has seen him play, obviously Kieran seen him play that because he watched a lot of League Two. Interested to see. Hayden is out of contract in June. He's free to do as he wishes. Doubt anyone will pay for him given his health. Yeah, but he's so athletic. Need one now. He wants to defend. John H wants a defender and a training ground and a partridge in a pear tree. That's my only beef with R&R. They still don't have a proper training ground. That is Wrexham's own. Well, I think it's an evolution. I think that's what's. I think it's an evolution.
The stories we've heard about the training grounds / then the academy is they're supposed to be looking for a massive parcel of land, and they want to do multiple pitches. They're going to have it part of the community where local clubs can use the pitches as well and rent them out. So my thoughts behind doing that, such a large space, is I think they want the land space if they ever need to build another club.
Yep.
That they can redevelop it.
Yeah.
No, not a proper ground. They have a training space there that's rented, I think. Not Collier's Green. They do have a space, but they're looking for another one. So that's a really interesting one. But yeah, the first one is to build up the training ground, and their plan is big. Might have been Fleetwood was mentioned as having a massive training ground, and they want to replicate what they have done.
Okay.
So some of the details are out there. It's been a while since I've looked at it, but they're doing new pitches as well this summer. Did you hear that, or
no?
Did we talk about that
before? No.
Yeah, so that's part of this as well. Is they wanted to have 3 of these brand new pitches, and at least the one at the race course is going to have under heating to warm up the ground, and will so that we, in theory, will never have a frost issue
Yep,
from the
that's
cold
great.
damaging it. So we
So
won't be
many
cancelling any
games get
matches from
shut
that.
down. Yeah, so many games get
Yeah,
shut down. Yeah.
and then they want two more of the identical pitches at the training ground. However, it's believed they won't be heated. It's too expensive. And then they
Mhm.
will have all the other pitches as well. So yeah, they're looking at it, and they're looking at the women's training as well. They have also mentioned about having a couple of more of the female matches at the race course as well.
That'd be great.
Um,
Good for they're top four now. That'd be great.
yeah.
I'd like to see that. And I think that it's really well rounded. I think there's not just like it's not just
Mm,
about men's. They're trying to create a whole thing, and I think that's what's great about it. Even with the I think there's another. They have the handicap league as well, which is really cool to see. John H has got to assume it's coming after the cop. I think that's right. And
yeah.
John H
Yeah.
also now meaning academy and training ground. Training ground is vital to a growth team. I totally agree with that. So this just dropped on the leader at 7:33. Squad registration. This is what we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
As it
Yeah.
stands, 4 players in Wrexham's first team will have to be left out of the squad for the remainder of the season. Jesus H. EFL rules will allow a squad of 22. There were initially 3 left out. Billy Waters went to Doncaster. Boyce Hosanna and Colin McFadden were the 2 outside the squad. With 2 signings today, that it means that 2 more players are going to be left out for the second half of the season.
Mm.
Yep.
Well, you bring people in, people have to go.
Yeah. Yep. So
Yeah.
I think in the upper leagues and higher leagues, I think it's 24, but I think it's a 24-man squad, not a 22, because 22 is tight, really tight. So I'm not. I don't care if he's hurt. I'm not leaving out Stash. I don't give a shit.
Okay. Right. I was about to go down that road.
You were.
I wonder is something big going to happen here? Could they make a decision that one of the forwards is being left out of the 22, potentially
If
because of their injury?
who
Like
who do you think?
imagine if Fletcher is worse than we think,
Yeah,
and they decide, look, we have to leave him out, and we now have cover. Um,
yeah,
they could do something crazy like that. Um,
yeah. Well,
Tozer has been spoken about as well. Is if he stays in the team now, is he going in the summer?
mhm.
And if he has to go in the summer, could we potentially get a deal for him now?
Right. Well, I mean,
So,
Tozer's been pretty solid. I hear what you're saying. Like Tozer has been solid. So
oh, sorry, not Tozer, Palmer. I mixed
oh,
him up.
Palmer. Sorry,
I was
sorry,
talking
sorry.
about Palmer there. Sorry, yes, not Tozer.
Yeah. Um,
So like if he's going in the summer, would we get a deal for him now? Have we now got cover to let him go? But injuries and stuff are all affecting this. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if something unexpected happened and one of the players left out at 22 was a name we did not expect.
John H makes good. Who are they? Young, Hayden, and Ford. Those 3. If we do bring 3 in, Young, Hayden, and Ford. If Hayden's not
Mm,
fit, probably Ford. If he's not fit, I think Ford. If he's injured still,
yeah,
I think he's
yeah,
probably on the chopping block, unfortunately. And I feel bad for him because he just came back again. Young, I don't know. I mean, but those seem to be likely. Would it shock me if Marriott came on board? Wouldn't shock me with Marriott came up. Yeah,
Mar-
you're talking
the
about
Green,
Palmer.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, he's talking about
yeah.
Palmer. Just on that note, I wanted to just a ton. Oh, that's a nice. He just came back though. I don't know much about Tunnicliffe. Tunnicliffe, number 6 there, possibly. Well, I mean, have you seen him play a lot? I haven't seen a lot of Tunnicliffe.
No, not a lot. Another thing to consider as well with the injuries that we have at the moment, we have a normal week now for Saturday with Salford, then we have the week's break, then we hit our 7 matches within 21 days. So
Yep.
if we have players who are not going to be fit during this 21 period, even though it's only 3 weeks, they're going to miss a huge amount of games. So
Yeah.
seven matches in that period, it's
Mhm.
essentially what, a month and a half of normal games. It's a
Yeah.
long time, 6 weeks. So just
Yeah.
because they're so densely packed, um, if they're not fit and they're going to miss all those matches, then potentially keep them out of the 22. You're not. How many more matches do they have left then? Not
Yeah.
that.
Look at this.
Not a crazy
Not that.
amount.
Not that many, because then it's March, and then it's April, May, April, and then it's over. Yeah,
March, April's finished. Yeah,
those 7 away. So
and we're
here's
dropping
5 of
back
7.
to once a week.
That's right. Yeah. Well, yeah, we drop back to once a week. So the game this weekend against Salford, that's away. Then the 10th is at Bradford home. 13th Sutton away. 17th Notts County home. 20th MK Dons away, which that's a Tuesday game. That's the only one I don't think I can do a watch along from. I'm putting it out there, everybody. We'll see. The 24th is the Gillingham game away. 27th FGR away, makeup game that just got put on there. That's a Tuesday game. And the 2nd is Accrington Stanley, March 2nd, Accrington Stanley. I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
It's a lot to miss. Yeah. So anybody who's not fit soon and is not ready to go back in straight into the team, potentially they're on the chopping block, at least for this period, even if we expect them to come back in the summer. Right. It might be it might be a move to leave them out if we do consider them a true first team player.
Yeah.
But maybe it has to be considered to do it.
Yeah, and maybe I'm just being, selfish and not trying to get O'Connor or Stash. I mean, if he has a broken metatarsal or a slight fracture, I mean, it does take a while. Look what happened with Martinez at Manchester United. He broke his metatarsal, had an operation. Although I don't think Stash had an operation. I think it's just a stress fracture. But either way, if it's going to be 6 weeks, he could be, but I don't know. I just think he's so important to the team, and you could tell the difference in there. Another thing, Parkinson was talking about wanting to get to. He wants to get back on the sideline, and I'm hoping that hoping this makes a big difference going forward too. I'm not having him this last week. I don't think it hugely affected the game, but he's talking about. He said he was being far away from the action, wasn't his cup of tea. He said it was different. It was difficult because it's great to be right involved into the action, and being up there is different kind of perspective to the game, meaning up high. And I think, if we do have new players in, I think that Parkinson being there, you see him today on the training ground. I think whatever, ecosphere he puts around, like, he's a huge part of this too, getting players in, buying in, and being part of this push. So I'm hoping that, the plan comes into play and everyone molds together, even having him back on the sideline.
Yeah, as much as we like the different players and as good as they add to the team, I don't think there's anyone we really can't do without. Like you say, you don't want Stash to go or whatever for the rest of the season, but there's no one we can't do without, really. What happens is the issue when we lose 3 or 4, 2, 3 or 4 at the same time, potentially if they cover the same roles or on the same side of the pitch, stuff like that. That's what kind of hurts us then and drops the standard down. But yeah, we have cover for pretty much everybody. If Marriott comes in now, then we have the cover as well for Mullen. If he was to go off injured, then I think we've enough in the forwards to survive without him. Because we did survive without him in September when he went down. Although we had a slow start, we managed. The other players stepped up, knowing he wasn't there, and the goals had to come from someone else, so they did.
I think Ford is probably top of that list. Hayden's right there. Young, maybe. Those might be, if we do bring another one, those could be a possible 3. Or you say Stash, if Stash is really injured, he's in that mix too if we have to drop 3 players. So I think those are the ones that we're looking at here. And like I said, Max is a free because he's 21. So he's 21 years old.
Yeah.
Very young. So, yeah, it's a very interesting time. This is what the fun is, and watching it unfold. Like I said, I woke up and you're in the Discord chat, and there's just if you're not in the Discord, get involved. I mean, it's wild, like 24 hours a day, because everyone's all over the world, so it's a lot of fun. Good transfer day. Okay.
We need some Europeans in the Discord. I'm the only one awake when everyone else is asleep.
Matt Al is there, I think. Kieran's in Newport, but get involved in the Discord. I could drop it in the chat real quick. The Discord. I updated it. So what? I don't know much about Discord. I'm still learning. It. But basically, in the Discord, the invite keeps expiring, which is so odd. I've never, I don't know why it does that, but it keeps expiring. I'm going to drop it in the chat right now, so everyone, if they're not involved yet, to get involved. Let me see here. There you go. So what do you think the rest of the day is? I'll be back later on for sure. I'll probably do at close at like 3:00. Do you think we'll be seen anyone come through the door? Any more come through the door?
Yeah, I think it'll be quiet till the last 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, after the issue last year, I believe it works that when you're a Welsh club, you get an extra hour to finalize all your paperwork. So if all the other clubs shut down an hour before us, then we can finalize something because the other teams know for absolute certain you've missed it. It's closed. Now let him go or don't let him go. So we have that last hour then to kind of finalize things. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone comes in really late. But it looks like it's on the other team and what they're doing with their own transfers, whether they're going to release him or not. Seems to be the case anyway.
Well, I find it
So
very
yeah,
interesting.
I think we'll get him. I think we'll get him, but we'll see.
You think we'll get that one more?
I think we'll get Marriott by the sounds of it. Now,
you mean
would I be surprised if someone else?
Lindsay, you mean?
Yeah,
Lindsay.
Lindsay Marriott.
Yeah. Jamie Lindsay. Sorry, I got what a name.
Jamie Lindsay
from Rotherham. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm mixing up players now as well. There's so many Marriott. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, there's so many names flying around. I wouldn't be surprised if someone else just appeared.
Yeah. John H. That was debunked with Amsterdam debacle. Don't think the EFL considers Wales a foreign country. It's part of the UK, so not sure on an extra hour. Well, we're going to find out.
Okay.
We're going to find out. Done deal. So another done deal, not for us. Caleb Taylor has joined Bolton Wanderers on loan from West Brom. As well, Adbukar Umar has joined from Hull. I don't even know what that says. Trabzonspor for Hull. It's like I can't. Trabzonspor. You ever read? You know what? I can't even know. I don't even know what that is. Trabzonspor. That's a club. I don't know. I'm going to put it in the chat. This Trab. Yeah. You tell me. Trabzonspor. That's a club. Who knows what that is? But anyways, those are some other dumb deals. Some of the other clubs who are going on. All right, so I will we'll shut it down, and I'll do when it closes, when it goes 11, it's 11 o'clock. I'll definitely do I'll definitely come back on. But it's good to see everybody. Good to see everyone in the chat talking, getting involved. We'll keep an eye on this. Bill, any last words?
Nope. Let's just see what happens.
Okay. All right. Cool. Good to see you, and chicken nuggets for everybody.
Yep. Talk later.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Later. All right, that's Sheldon. He is, I think he's 9 hours ahead or 8 hours ahead. He's having dinner, which is great for everybody. We're just waking up here at 10 of 8 in the morning here in Los Angeles. It is pissing it down, absolutely raining it down. So, all right, we're gonna get out of here and fire up a work day for the adults. And let's see, Armstrong. Look at that as an example. Paperwork was put in after 11, but before midnight, and was rejected. But I could be wrong. Well, let's see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens. We got about 7 hours left to go. I'll be monitoring it as we go throughout the day, but we will be back later for a deadline day, end of deadline day as it strikes 11. So, Aaron, who's your fan, Wrexham? Good to see you, man. Have a great day, everybody. Good to see you, Aaron. We'll see you all in the Discord. 5:53 in Finland. Yes, 5:53 in Finland. Hunter Barrow, what up? Hunter from Australia here. Been following all day and all night. Good to see you, Hunter. Welcome back. I love your thumbnail too. It's awesome. Get involved in Discord, everyone, as we can keep in touch with each other. Drop a like, subscribe, please. Yeah, subscribe. We're on our way to 1,000. So please, and again, so usually we were doing recorded shows, and those were getting up on the YouTube site in a different spot. We're doing more lives. We're going to do a lot more lives as we go, because we're hitting to a certain point where we have enough people. We can have them in the chat. It's great, and we can start doing badges and super chats and all the fun stuff that comes along with all these things. And we got some other things, a lot of fun stuff planned too. So just keeping a lookout for that. Just put the bell on if you can, and really enjoying it, everybody. And good to see you from Austin, my guy from Austin. Love it. What else? John H says peace. Thanks, man. Will do. And everybody, 2 signings in today so far. Bickerstaff goes out on loan. We got an issue with our 22-man squad. If 2 men in came today, some people possibly on the chopping block. Other rumors still out there from Jamie Lindsay from Rotherham, some other striker rumors out there for Colby Bishop. So we'll see if we're going to do some last-minute deals. Really excited about the Luke Bolton signing from Salford City. That was the Moneyball transfer today. And we brought in Jack Marriott up front, a seasoned veteran of the league. So awesome. Deadline day. Let's do that. So on that bombshell, I will see you all later.